until this morning, or it might have been late last night. Ari Ponte. Okay. I can't wait until you tell me I can go. Rachel Nort hammers it home. Rachel Nort hammers it home. Sydney Black sets. Hi, everybody. Good Friday evening to you, and welcome to Alvin, Texas. We're inside the gym at Alvin High School, a neutral site, for a second round playoff volleyball match between your Fulshear Chargers and the Baytown Sterling Rangers. I'm Roger Smith. Glad to have you with us on VypeFortBend.com. Our broadcast tonight presented by the Volleyball School. We'll step aside real quickly because this one's going to be getting underway very soon. And we will have the Next Level Urgent Care Countdown to First Serve show, and we will visit with Sydney Zimmerman, head coach of the Fulshear Chargers, the favored team in tonight's match. The two teams are warming up, firing serves at each other. We'll step aside real quickly and be back with that interview with Coach Zimmerman right after this.
Hey volleyball fans, the Volleyball School is honored to present this Vype broadcast of this playoff match. Being the best they can be and having fun along the way is how these girls earn the chance to play tonight. And it's what the Volleyball School is all about. 2 locations on West Belfort in Aliana and on Franz Road in Katy. Call 832-736-3191 or click thevolleyballschool.com. Next Level Urgent Care supports Fort Bend County sports and supports you whenever you're hurting. Next Level is here for the community, open 7 days a week, 9 till 9, for you and your family at more than 30 Greater Houston locations, including Sugar Land, Sienna, Greatwood, Longmeadow, and 4 in Katy. From ow to wow, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. And if you're short on time, Next Level has an app to get you in line right away. Just text NLUC APP to 313131 for Next Level Urgent Care.
Welcome everybody to Alvin and the Next Level Urgent Care Countdown to First Serve show. We got to keep it pretty quick because, well, it's hard to get to Alvin at 6 o'clock on a Friday night. Sydney Zimmerman, head coach of Fulshear, is with us. And first of all, how did you get here? I mean, what roads did you take to get from Fulshear to Alvin?
I told my assistant to pull up the map and drive us here, and she did that. So that's how we got here.
And you probably,
I cannot tell you.
I'm thinking you didn't look up. You're probably looking at data and notes and things like that.
Right.
All right, so what did your team show you in the first playoff round? I know it was, let's just face it, it wasn't that difficult for you, but what is in store tonight based on what you saw in the first round?
We are just playing a lot more consistent as the season goes on, and our setters are making good decisions. Alexis James just getting better and better at the setter position. All around, we are just playing really consistent, playing good volleyball, and so I think that's what we expect to see tonight.
Well, you haven't been in Class 5A for very long, but have you ever had any kind of competitive encounter with Baytown Sterling of any kind? What do you know about them, if anything?
We've watched some film, so have not seen them in person this year, or ever, I don't think. But we got some film and kind of know what to expect, I think. And so if we can do a good job of shutting down a couple of their good hitters, I think we'll be in a good spot.
Well, thank you for your time. I know we'll be starting this thing pretty soon. Appreciate you being with us.
Thank you.
All right, it is Fulshear and Baytown Sterling in just a few minutes here on VypeFortBend.com, your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports. Roger Smith with you in a really nice gym where it's the home of the Yellow Jackets, and they had a pretty nice breakthrough year themselves in Class 6A volleyball, but we're talking about 5A Region 3. Baytown Sterling and your Fulshear Chargers. We'll be right back.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blazed the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Attention volleyball fans, and we know you wouldn't be listening to this if you weren't a volleyball fan. The UIL State Volleyball Tournament is set for Wednesday, November 16th through Saturday, November 19th at the Curtis Culwell Center in Garland. Ticket and spectator information is available at uiltexas.org. Come on out and watch the best in Texas go for the gold. They're introducing the Baytown Sterling Rangers, and we'll be back with the start of this volleyball match on VypeFortBend.com, your broadcast home for Fort Bend County high school sports.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there is one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
My husband and I live next door to a haunted graveyard. It's a little creepy, but we manage. Just like we manage without home internet. Do I wish my mobile hotspot was faster? Yes, but I make it work. Kinda. Just like we make it work sleeping next to a 17th century burial ground.
Honey, can you move your hand?
That's not my hand.
It's mine.
Not having home internet? It's not that bad. Grab my hand.
Wait, okay.
No, now up the stairs. We tried that last time. You can literally run through him.
It is that bad. Don't settle for just mobile. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $24.99 a month for 2 years with no annual contract and a free streaming box included. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit your local Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 12/21/22.
Hey, Fort Bend County fans, this is Bradley Stavinaw with Neville Insurance Agency.
Bradley is my insurance man. He can save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every year on your car insurance, home insurance, or flood insurance, or all three like he did for me. And Bradley, you are as Fort Bend County as they come, right?
That's right, fourth generation here in the Needville area in Fort Bend County, taking care of folks over here for over 100 years here in Fort Bend County.
You can give him a call, you can go online, or he'll even come see you at the Needville Insurance Agency. Give him the number, Bradley.
979-793-7411.
We're done with the starting lineups. We're done with the Star-Spangled Banner. The two teams are exchanging low fives underneath the net, and we'll soon have the beginning of Fulshear against Baytown Sterling. Fulshear is the visiting team, although that really means pretty much nothing in this situation on the neutral court here in Alvin. And the Fulshear girls are wearing their white jersey tops with the gray letters and numerals outlined in purple, the black shorts. Baytown Sterling is going to be in all black except for their libero. And that is number 15, Carmen Abear. And Fulshear will be setting and spiking from right to left. And their cheerleaders have just arrived. Isn't that great? It is not that easy to get from Fulshear to Alvin on a Friday afternoon, especially when it looks like we're going to have rain rolling in. There's a whole bunch of reasons why we are here tonight, and one of them is because the Marshall Buffs football team, well, they took on Dayton last night. It was supposed to be Friday. We were going to broadcast it, but ahead of the rain, they decided to play that varsity football game one night early. And so that kind of gave us an opening. And also, we just kind of want to ride the wave of Fulshear momentum because they absolutely destroyed the Foster Falcons in the first ever varsity football game featuring those two neighborly rivals. Well, they weren't too neighborly last night, but Fulshear got the better of them 58-32. I have to say that the crowd from Baytown Sterling is a little bit bigger, not hugely bigger, but somewhat. Ashley Aguilar is going to serve for Baytown Sterling to get this one underway. Olivia Drayden, Yosola Adeleke, Sydney Black, Lauren Whitty, Bailey Warren, and one other player who's obstructed from me. Actually, it is Alexis James. And I'm not sure what the delay is, but the two head coaches are coming together at the middle. Dr. Candace Southall-Burkhalter of Baytown Sterling and Sydney Zimmerman of Fulshear. During that countdown to first serve show, Coach Zimmerman had high praise for Alexis James, and we are now underway. The first spike opportunity will belong to Bailey Warren, and she bangs it down. Fulshear leads it 1-0. Rachel Nort comes off the bench for the first serve opportunity. It is Bailey Warren going to the baseline to let it fly from there. Rachel Nort, the tallest player on the team and the Hardin-Simmons University commit, and Bailey Warren flies the serve too long and wide as well. So we're now at 1-1. Rushing back to the baseline to serve is Brianna Galvan. She's a junior for Baytown Sterling. She lets fly her serve, and it just gets over. Sydney Black digs it out. Alexis James just bumps it over, and now it is Baytown Sterling and a whistle before they fire a spike. And there's a violation called. I'm not sure who was guilty of it, but Sydney Black is serving, and well, it said the scoreboard says that Jackets are ahead. The Jackets would be the home team if this was an Alvin match. But all I know is right now it is 2-2. Fulshear was the visiting team. I thought they would be the visitors' side of the scoreboard, but it looks like Fulshear will be counted on the home side. And I'm glad I got that straightened out because I want to give you the correct score. So after getting that spike winner, Baytown Sterling gets the serve, and it's Ty Joseph who puts it in play. Olivia Drayden swings away, but Baytown Sterling is there with the defense. There's a swing, blocked at the net. Victoria Powell smashing it down on the spike attempt by Katie Barger. By the way, major props to Dr. Candace Southall Burkhalter and her coaching staff. They have a pronunciation guide. I went around asking for pronunciations. Turns out I didn't need to. Ari Ponce serving for your Fulshear Chargers, who lead 3-2. And now here's going to be another spike attempt. It is Rachel Nort firing away off fingertips and down. So there's another point for the Chargers, and they now lead it by a score of 4-2. Baytown Sterling out of District 17, 5A. Ponce from the middle of the baseline. She is the shortest Fulshear Charger of them all. Knuckleball serve goes deep. Now Baytown Sterling responding with Barger. Sydney Black back over her head. Now Rachel Nort spiking from her feet on the floor. Victoria Powell blocks one. Now it's on the Fulshear side again. Nort! And she gets the winner. No, she doesn't, because it was a violation. She touched the net. Oops. That's a point to Baytown Sterling, and it is 4-3. Chargers on top, but the Rangers get the serve back, and they will send Kylie Palma to the baseline. Still looking for our first left-handed server. Palma serves it deep. Sydney Black digs it out. Alexis James, the quick set for a winner. So Sterling all set up to get ready for a spike, but Alexis James just kind of flicked it over the net with two hands above her head. Lauren Whitty will now serve for Fulshear, which leads 5-3. Whitty looking way down the court, now leaps up in the air and fires it. Dug out by Baytown Sterling. They just pop it over after two hits. Whitty now to James. She tries a left-handed spike of her own, and it worked. And her eyes popped wide open as if she was kind of surprised that ball didn't come back. Fulshear now leading at 6-3, and Whitty serves again with the long ponytail. A lot of air under that serve. Baytown Sterling looking to attack, and they get the winner. It's Katie Barger hammering away again. And she gets it to get her team within 6-4. And it's Barger who will go back to the baseline and serve. Stands there, hands on hips, waiting for the ball. Now she has it. Looks over at Coach Southall Burkhalter. Top spin serve. Ponce, James. Now it's Bailey Warren, and she bangs it down diagonally. Very, very shallow. Great direction on that spike to make it 7-4. Fulshear on top. And into the match for the first time, it's Avery Pruitt. And Avery will go straight to the baseline and serve. She spins it, looks down the court, now flies it down the near sideline. Baytown Sterling digs it out. And there is Barger just tapping it over. And a miss hit by Fulshear, but they are going to get it back over. Whitty back over her head with two hands. Now it's Sterling attacking. And there is a tap that goes long for Sterling. I thought it definitely went out. And I don't think anyone from Fulshear touched it. They did not. It is a Charger point. 8-4, they lead it in this first game. Second round of the playoffs. Pruitt serves. Bumped up by Barger. Now all the way across the court. They send it over to the Fulshear side. Bailey Warren, look out below. And it gets down. Off fingertips at the net. That took all the steam off of it. It's kind of like a Bugs Bunny change-up pitch. 9-4, a 5-point advantage for Fulshear, the biggest one that they have had. They will not get as far ahead as their football team when they took on Foster last night, which we broadcasted for you on VypeFortBend.com. Hot serve coming in by Pruitt. One hit brings it back over. Now Bailey Warren, another bang down spike. 45-degree angle. Very hard to handle. And Baytown Sterling wants a timeout as they trail 10-4. Roger Smith along with our producer Nate Nunez, the silent partner inside the mothership back at Vype World Headquarters. We'll be right back on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey volleyball fans, the Volleyball School is honored to present this Vype broadcast of this playoff match. Being the best they can be and having fun along the way is how these girls earn the chance to play tonight. And it's what the Volleyball School is all about. 2 locations on West Belfort in Aliana and on Franz Road in Katy. Call 832-736-3191 or click thevolleyballschool.com.
Welcome back. Fulshear leading 10-4 over Baytown Sterling. You know, it has been a long time since I've gone on Highway 6 and come all the way to Alvin, probably a couple or 3 years maybe. And I was very happy to see this little burger place open. It's called Malt and Burger. And I know I've got to get a burger there before too long. Avery Pruitt serves. Oh, it comes in hot. And they almost overset it. They do, and it's a tap down, an easy one for Olivia Drayden, and a put away for Fulshear. They now lead by 7. It's 11-4. The Fulshear cheerleaders sitting across the way, not really doing anything. I guess there's not enough room on the floor for them to do that. And there is a setup. Alexis Jafe for Bailey Warren, and another kill. Oh my goodness. Look out below. 12-4. You know, there's a football game going on the Alvin Memorial Football Stadium here on the campus. I'm just glad I found a couple of buses. One said Lamar Consolidated ISD, the other said Goose Creek, and I knew I was in the right place. Pruitt still serving, and there's a deep one by Rachel Nort. She digs it out near the baseline. Now it's on the Baytown Turning side. And that's a wild dig by Fulshear on a hot smash by Barger. And finally, the string of points ends. It is now 12-5. Baytown Sterling will serve now with number 15, Carmen Hebert. She's wearing the white libero jersey. And not a lot of heat on that serve. And now a big swing. What happened? It's a point for Fulshear. Olivia Drayden got the winner, and the Baytown Sterling girls have been accused of, I think, touching the net. And one of their captains, Ty Joseph, is going to go over and talk to the official who's in the tall chair. Nothing doing. Appeal denied. 13-5 Fulshear, and the Chargers serve. And it's a point to the Chargers as Baytown Sterling overset the ball. They didn't set it all the way over onto the Fulshear side, but it was so far that there was no way that a Sterling Ranger hammering arm could swing at it. 14-5 Fulshear down the far sideline with the serve. And now there is a swing and a winner by Baytown Sterling as Ty Joseph hammers it home. Substitution coming into the game for, or the match I should say, for Baytown Sterling, Ashley Aguilar. And she served the first point of the game. It's 14-6, Fulshear on top of Baytown Sterling. And there is Adeleke into the game for the first time. Now Lauren Whitty is just going to bump it over on a half swing spike. Now there's a big swing and a big winner. A lot of downward tilt on that one by Ty Joseph. She's a junior. And she makes it 14-7, which sounds like a football score. I suppose one of the reasons they started this match at 6 and not 7 was because there's a football game going on. I guess it's possibly a traffic management thing. Aguilar serves. A lot of topspin on that one. And now James sets it up, and Whitty hits it long. She took a little something off of it and hit it before it had come down far enough. And the score is now 14-8. Sterling has scored 3 of the last 4 points. Aguilar slaps the ball, keeps her feet on the floor as she serves. Sydney Black bumps it up. Now James. Now it's Bailey Warren. She gets another kill. She's got 4 already tonight. And that makes it 15-8. Lauren Whitty comes off the floor. Bailey Warren will serve. Fulshear girls talking to each other at the net, talking strategy. Warren lets it fly deep to the opposite corner. Baytown Sterling is going to be able to send it over with Barger. That was amazing. She got so much heat on it, even though she wasn't right by the net. Now Baytown Sterling attacking again. Barger mishits it into the net. 16-8, Fulshear leads it. By the way, Bailey Warren is the daughter of Ty Warren, the Texas A&M All-American along the defensive line, and played in the NFL for the Patriots and got a Super Bowl ring. Baytown Sterling oversets the Warren serve, and another point goes to the Chargers at 17-8. Tomorrow morning, 10:40 a.m., we're going to have the regular season football finale between the Fort Bend Elkins Knights and George Ranch. 10:40 a.m. with the Equitable Advisors Countdown to Kickoff show. Baytown Sterling, oh my goodness, they were upset. They thought they had a spike winner, but Ty Joseph evidently hit it out. It's 18-8, 10-point lead, biggest of the match. We'll step aside and be back. VypeFortBend.com. We are in game 1 of round 2 of the playoffs.
My husband and I live next door to a haunted graveyard. It's a little creepy, but we manage. Just like we manage without home internet. Do I wish my mobile hotspot was faster? Yes, but I make it work. Kinda. Just like we make it work sleeping next to a 17th century burial ground.
Honey, can you move your hand?
That's not my hand.
It's mine.
Not having home internet? It's not that bad. Grab my hand.
Wait, okay.
No, not up the stairs. We tried that last time. You can literally run through him.
It is that bad. Don't settle for just mobile. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $24.99 a month for 2 years with no annual contract and a free streaming box included. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit your local Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 12/21/22.
Baytown Sterling stayed in their circle during that timeout as long as they could. After the buzzer went, they were still talking with their coach, and now Bailey Warren serves again with Fulshear leading 18-8. A little tap over and a winner by Baytown Sterling as Ty Joseph, instead of swinging away, well, you know what they say on the old shampoo commercial, sometimes you need a little finesse, sometimes you need a lot. And Ty Joseph used a little, and it was plenty good. Now, Brianna Galvan serves, and she serves it into the net. Point to the Chargers. They've got that 10-point lead back, 19-9. Victoria Powell, Rachel Nort, Alexis James, Bailey Warren, Sydney Black, and Olivia Drayden on the floor for the Chargers. Baytown Sterling trying to return the serve. An underhanded spike attempt, whatever that is. James back to Drayden. She fires away down the far sideline and good. And correction, it is not Olivia Drayden. It's actually Yosola Araleke, the sophomore. So you got some very talented sophomores on this team for Fulshear. Addison Lednicki, Alexis James, Yosola Araleke, and there are others. Now it's Barger swinging away. A beautiful dig by Sydney Black. Now Fulshear attacks, and Bailey Warren spikes it into the net. It is now 20-10. Ty Joseph goes back to the baseline to serve. Her teammates on their feet, welcoming Carmen Abear back to the bench. Now Fulshear trying to return serve. James Nort goes deep, and it's off the fingertips of Ty Joseph and out of bounds, and it's an 11-point lead for Fulshear. And little Ari Ponce comes off the bench and goes back to the baseline to serve. She's about 5'0", but she packs a punch with that serve. And there's a conversation between the official in the tall chair and one of the Sterling captains. Now we're ready for action. Ponce serves it, coming in hot. Now it's Barger, swings. Victoria Powell blocks her. Rachel Nort taps it down, but a violation, and it's on Fulshear. That brings the Baytown Sterling point total to 11. They trail 21-11 in this game 1, a best of 5 in the second round of the playoffs. Now it's Kylie Palma moving from the center of the baseline to the offensive right. Now James is going to set it up for Nort. She gets the winner off the hands of Kyera Ashley, and it goes out of bounds. So that's a point to the Chargers. Lauren Whitty comes off the bench, and she will serve. 22-11 is what it says on that scoreboard. Whitty jumps and fires it. Knuckleball bumped up by Abear. They cannot get a lot of heat on their spike attempt. Now James, now Warren down the near sideline, and she tapped it out. She was trying to go with a little misdirection there, trying to make them think that she was going to the middle. She went to the left sideline, that is the near sideline, and missed. 22-12. Whitty bumps it up. Now Warren, now Ponce's just got to bump it over. Baytown Sterling, second hit, now the third one. Sydney Black with two hands over her head. Now James, and Bailey Warren just taps it down. Barger keeps it alive. Now it's on the Fulshear side again. James, Warren, she gets a winner. Blocked at the net, but it fell on the Baytown Sterling side, and it's 23-12. So be with us tomorrow morning, 10:40. It's going to be George Ranch against the Fort Bend Elkins Knights. Very important game for the Clements Rangers, whose playoff seeding could improve if Elkins gets the upset victory. Avery Pruitt serving. Goes from the left corner to the deep right. And there's a spike winner for Baytown Sterling, the first one of the game for Kiera Ashley. And it's 23-13. Olivia Drayden in for the Fulshear Chargers as the libero, Abear, will serve for Sterling. Keeps her feet on the floor as she does so. Black, and now a little tap down with two hands by Fulshear. That was a James attempt. Sterling kept it alive, but then the Rangers hit it long, and now we have game point for game one. 24-13. And Alexis James, the sophomore, is ready to serve. She serves from the far right corner. And there it goes. Underspin and a little tap down by Bailey Warren ends game one, 25-13. We'll step aside and be back. Fulshear looking dominant. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Next Level Urgent Care supports Fort Bend County sports and supports you whenever you're hurting. Next Level is here for the community, open 7 days a week, 9 till 9, for you and your family at more than 30 Greater Houston locations, including Sugarland, Sienna, Greatwood, Longmeadow, and 4 in Katy. From ow to wow, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. And if you're short on time, Next Level has an app to get you in line right away. Just text NLUC APP to 313131 for Next Level Urgent Care.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Hey volleyball fans, the volleyball school is honored to present this Vype broadcast of this playoff match. Being the best they can be and having fun along the way is how these girls earn the chance to play tonight. And it's what the volleyball school is all about. 2 locations on West Belfort in Aliana and on Franz Road in Katy. Call 832-736-3191 or click thevolleyballschool.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Volleyball fans, the UIL State Volleyball Tournament is set for Wednesday, November 16th through Saturday, November the 19th at the Curtis Caldwell Center in Garland. Ticket and spectator information is available at uiltexas.org. Come on out and watch the best in Texas go for gold. And we have some pretty hopeful plans for going to Garland on the Saturday before Thanksgiving. Fulshear, a good chance to bring home the gold from Garland. They've been in the state finals 3 times. They won it once when they were in Class 4A. And so they think they can bring it home. And in Class 6A, Ridgepoint has a very good chance. Although I realize that what I'm saying right now could get back to the folks at Friendswood and Barbers Hill who think that they have more than what Fulshear does. Well, that's why we play the game, or the match. 25-13, Fulshear beat Baytown Sterling in game 1 of this best of 5. The teams switch ends, and now Fulshear will be going from left to right. Alexis James has the ball, and she walks back to the baseline. The Fulshear Charger girls are still sitting in the stands in a very small section. Looks like about 16 girls on 3 rows, about 6 wide. It's pretty cramped. But they have moved to the other end, so they're right there for the Fulshear girls who are playing volleyball. And we start this second game with a big swing down and a winner by Ty Joseph that brings the Baytown Sterling crowd to its feet. And they lead it 1-0. We know that the Fulshear boys will be in the football playoffs, but the Fulshear girls are already 2 rounds into the volleyball playoffs, and now a miscommunication by Fulshear, and the serve drops in. Brianna Galvan serves a second consecutive point for Baytown Sterling. Now she fires away from the middle of the baseline, just gets it over the net. And there's a tap over by Adeleke, but Baytown Sterling, they overset it and set it a little too wide. You know, each side of the net has the red and white fiberglass pole sticking up, and that set wasn't over the net. It was beyond that red and white pole, so there was no angle by which they could return it legally. So now Fulshear trailing 2-1 in game 2, serves for the first time. Bailey Warren with a sinker ball. Tough to return, but Sterling does get it over. James is going to set one up, and for Adeleke, she cannot get it down. Now Sterling fires it deep to the middle. Bailey Warren digs it. Now Rachel Nort swings, sends it deep. Dug out by Galvan, and now Baytown Sterling has one more hit to get it over, and they can't. That ball kind of rattled around like a pinball, and they were no longer in control. 2-2. Fulshear with 2 straight points after giving up the first 2. And now Bailey Warren. Will it come in hot? Yes, it does. Almost pasted to the baseline. Sterling is blocked at the net, and now Fulshear attacks again. Adeleke gets it over, and a double hit on the Baytown Sterling side. So it is 3-2, Fulshear on top. Warren goes back to the baseline, but this time instead of serving from the middle, she's going to move over to her left. Sydney Zimmerman, head coach, up off the bench with some instructions. Warren comes in at tick the top of the tape, and the dig almost goes to the ceiling. Barger swings hard. She's blocked. Now it's on the Fulshear side. James sets it up, and Drayden is blocked. Point to the Rangers. Barger got both forearms on that one, and it went straight down on the Fulshear side. We're even at 3. Ty Joseph, who spiked home the first point of this game, now serves. Alexis James setting it up for Adeleke. Her spike attempt is blocked, out of bounds. Point to the Chargers. They lead 4-3. Sydney Black with the purple libero jersey comes off the bench, and she goes to the baseline to serve. She leaps and fires her serve. Baytown Sterling to return. And a brilliant tap over, a one-hander. I was a little obstructed, but it's Kiera Ashley. And she gets it to go down. We're even at 4 in this second game. Fulshear won the first one, 25-13. Kylie Palma from the middle of the baseline fires her serve with topspin. Warren bumps it up. Now Victoria Powell swings, and it's a winner for Fulshear. She was blocked at the net, but it fell on the Sterling side. And it's 5-4 Fulshear. Ari Ponce comes off the bench, standing right in front of the Fulshear video camera, fires her serve, and it's in! Baytown Sterling let it go, but it had some sinking action on it, and it pasted to the line. 6-4, biggest Fulshear lead in the second game. Ponce spins the ball, leaps and fires. Fires it deep again. Now Baytown Sterling trying to get something out of it, but Alexis James with the preemptive strike as she reached over the net without touching it and tapped it down with two hands. It's 7-4, Fulshear leads. Ponce lets it go again. And it's a little drop shot serve, overset into the net. Another point for the Chargers, they lead 8-4. Carmen Abear came running up and dug it best that she could, but she needed to get it up in the air more, and it was into the net. Ponce, another dead fish serve, and it's hard to return. They mishit that one, and it's 9-4. Fulshear really on a roll. Five straight points. Ponce serves again, serves it a little deeper this time. Deeper than the drop shot. And there is a spike winner for Sterling, Bailey Payne. Her first swing is a winner for Baytown Sterling, and they cut off that string of 5 straight points by Fulshear. It is now 9-5 Chargers. Barger serves. Nort gonna get a big chance. Big swing. Did it hit the floor? I guess not. Yes, it did. Okay. It's getting pretty loud in here. I could not hear the whistle, but it's a point to the Chargers. Norton comes out after getting that kill. Lauren Whitty comes in for her and will serve. It's 10-5. Sydney Zimmerman with her fingers on the clipboard that only Lauren Whitty can see, and the serve is going to be returned by Sterling. Sydney Black digs it out on the Fulshear side. Now Bailey Warren taps it over, and it gets down. Deflected by Baytown Sterling, fingertips at the net, and it crawls beyond those and hits the floor. 11-5, biggest lead in the second game for Fulshear, and Whitty serves again. Overspin, now Baytown Sterling gets Barger to return, but Victoria Powell right there in the middle of the net bangs it down on the block. 12-5, a 7-point advantage for Fulshear, and the Rangers want to call timeout and talk about it. We'll return on VypeFortBend.com.
My husband and I live next door to a haunted graveyard. It's a little creepy, but we manage. Just like we manage without home internet. Do I wish my mobile hotspot was faster? Yes, but I make it work. Kinda. Just like we make it work sleeping next to a 17th century burial ground.
Honey, can you move your hand?
That's not my hand.
It's mine.
Not having home internet? It's not that bad. Grab my hand.
Wait, okay.
No, now up the stairs. We tried that last time. Run around. You can literally run through him.
It is that bad. Don't settle for just mobile. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $24.99 a month for 2 years with no annual contract and a free streaming box included. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit your local Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 12/21/22.
Baytown Sterling gets the first point coming out of the timeout. They trail 12-6. Fulshear dominating thus far, winning the first game 25-13 and up by 6 right here. And it looks like they could possibly make quick work of it. In fact, the Lamar Consolidated ISD Yellow Dog bus might be headed home before dark. Overset by Fulshear on the serve. They still keep it alive. Adeleke sets it up. Now back over her head, James. Baytown Sterling now attacks. Ty Joseph sends it long. Point to the Chargers. They lead 13-6. Now 24 hours from now, if you were to depart a school at 7:15 p.m., it's already going to be totally, no, wait a minute, I'm wrong. In 48 hours, it'll be totally dark. We get one more night of daylight savings time, and that will be tomorrow evening. And a whistle against Baytown Sterling. A lift by the Rangers means a point for the Chargers, and it's 14-6. So it won't be dark early tomorrow evening, but then on Sunday evening it will. Baytown Sterling oversets. Bailey Warren taps it over with one hand, the left hand, even though she's right-handed. And it's 15-6. Fulshear leading by 9, their biggest lead in the second game. Avery Pruitt serving. She takes something off of that one. She threw the change up, and now a quick set attempt by Baytown Sterling didn't work for Kylie Palma. And it's 16-6. The 10-point edge is there. And we have another timeout. We're at VypeFortBend.com. Glad you're with us.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
Roger Smith with you and Alvin on VypeFortBend.com, and coming out of the timeout, the Fulshear Chargers get the first point. Olivia Drayden will get credit for it, but the ball actually did not reach her. It stayed on the Baytown Sterling side of the net. They underset it. I guess kind of under and kind of over. Avery Pruitt fires a serve long. So that's an unforced error, but Fulshear still leading by 10, 17-7. Victoria Powell and Avery Pruitt come off. Ponce and Whitty come back on for the Chargers. Ashley Aguilar slapping the ball before she serves, and there it goes. Whitty bumps it up, almost overset it, and James tried a quick set, didn't work. It was blocked, and Bailey Warren swings away. It's blocked at the net, but it trickles over and falls out of bounds. Point to the Chargers. They lead by 11, 18-7. Adeleke off the bench. She joins Drayden and Bailey Warren right there in the middle of the net. James serves one hard. Baytown Sterling will be able to return it. Barger hits it hard, but Drayden blocks her, and it falls right back in the faces of Baytown Sterling. It's now 19-7. James serves into the net. 19-8. By the way, my very first memory of Baytown Sterling was way back in the early 70s. They had a good playoff run. They had uniforms that looked just like the Dallas Cowboys, including the silver helmet with the royal blue star. And they had a great running back named Sammy Singleton. They also just got a great serve from Ashley Aguilar. Correction, it was Brianna Galvan, and now she serves again. Just a little drop shot. James sets it up. Bailey Warren has to keep her feet on the floor while she takes a soft spike attempt. And now there's a winner by Adeleke as she blocked Barger, reaching over the net with her great ups and just hammered it right back down. Hammered it gently. I guess you could say she malleted it. Bailey Warren will now serve. She brings the heat, but fires it long. 20-10 is our score. Or I thought it was, looking at the scoreboard. Now, okay, they just changed it. It is 20-10. Ty Joseph. Rachel Nord on the far sideline. Sends it to the middle. Now gets it back. Swings. Joseph digs it out for Sterling. Now they're going to get it over with a little tap by Barger. And that's going to be a winner for Baytown Sterling as Adeleke came over and tried to get it going straight up, but it kind of went sideways toward the Fulshear stands. It's 20-11. Fulshear won game one, 25-13. Now Nort. Now James sets it up for Adeleke down the near sideline, but a nice dig by Joseph. Now Barger swings away. It's overset by Fulshear, and there was a whistle somewhere along the way, and the point goes to Baytown Sterling. Either the ball hit the floor or it was a double hit on these Fulshear Chargers. 20-12, Sterling with a mini run here. Sydney Black digs out the serve. Big swing, Drayton off fingertips and down on the Baytown Sterling side. Point Chargers, and they get it to 21-12, which reminds me of a very dear friend whose birthday is December the 21st. Note to self. And it's a serve by Sydney Black that flies out for Fulshear, another unforced error, but they still lead by 8 in this game too. Off the bench for the first time, it's Kennedy Birdsell. Her professional goal is to own a pet shop. Just kidding. I just thought it would be great if she did because her name is Birdsell. And there's another point by Baytown Sterling because of a Fulshear violation. Looks like a double hit on the Charger girls. It's 21-14. Birdsell to serve from the middle of the baseline. Bumped up by Warren. Now James sets up Nort. She swings, but she hits it long. And now the Fulshear girls are all saying they felt like it was partially blocked at the net. But the call is not going to change. 21-15, Baytown Sterling creeping back into it. Birdsell lets it fly, no spin whatsoever. Warren gets it back, and her overspin spike is dug out by Baytown Sterling, and a lift on the Baytown Sterling side means point Chargers, and it's 22-15. Ponce off the bench to serve as Adeleke goes to the bench. Little Ari serves. And now Baytown Sterling will return it. Barger looking for an open spot, and she found it with a little one-handed tap. And she will now serve. Katie Barger serves from the middle. Top spin. Sydney Black digs it. Now it's Bailey Warren. Look out below! Serves it all the way to the back baseline. Well, I guess that's redundant. The baseline is always in the back. And there's a party in the back because that ball was coming in hot. 23-16. Fulshear 2 points away from capturing game 2. They have already captured game 1. Lauren Whitty to serve. There it goes. Dug out by Sterling. And a nice job and a little tap down that goes deep. Bailey Payne made it look like she was just going to tap it over the net, and then she put a little wrist into it. All the Fulshear girls were diving forward, and it went over their heads. 23-17. Now the server is Abear. Ponce sets it up and a little two-handed tap, and look out. Baytown Sterling gets the point. Ponce was trying to set it upward, and she kind of hit James in the face, of course, inadvertently. It's 23-18. Baytown Sterling trailing and serving. And now Bailey Warren down the far sideline, and it's perfect. And Sterling saying it was out. The chair official was right there, and she says it was good. It's 24-18. Avery Pruitt comes in to try and serve it out for Fulshear. serve out at least this game 2. She jumps in, lets it fly. Sterling, can they return it? Not legally. And that is a point to Fulshear, as it was a violation on Ty Joseph. And that ends game 2, 25-18. And Fulshear will go for the sweep when we return on VypeFortBend.com. Always remember, it is free to listen live during our VypeFortBend.com broadcasts. It is always free to listen later on the podcast at VypeFortBend.com. And you'll be able to hear this match. If you didn't hear it live, you can hear it on the podcast about 45 minutes after we're done broadcasting here in beautiful Alvin, Texas. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, Fort Bend County fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance Agency.
Bradley is my insurance man. He can save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every year on your car insurance, home insurance, or flood insurance, or all three like he did for me. And Bradley, you are as Fort Bend County as they come, right?
That's right, 4th generation here in the Needville area in Fort Bend County, taking care of folks over here for over 100 years here in Fort Bend County.
You can give him a call, you can go online, or he'll even come see you at the Needville Insurance Agency. Give him the number, Bradley.
979-793-7411.
Hey, volleyball fans! The Volleyball School is honored to present this Vype broadcast of this playoff match. Being the best they can be and having fun along the way is how these girls earn the chance to play tonight. And it's what the Volleyball School is all about. 2 locations on West Belfort in Aliana and on Franz Road in Katy. Call 832-736-3191 or click thevolleyballschool.com.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
VypeFortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend County High School volleyball, presented by the Volleyball School, is also brought to you by Archer Volkswagen, Next Level Urgent Care, Xfinity Mobile, the best kept secret in wireless, the Needville Insurance Agency, and also by the University Interscholastic League. It's all playoffs from now until the Saturday before Thanksgiving on VypeFortBend.com. And any team that makes it to the finals the Saturday before Thanksgiving in Garland, we will be there to broadcast their quest for a championship. Speaking of the Astros, we really appreciate them taking a break from their quest for a championship. So they knew that this match was going on, and they knew that you would want to listen to it without any, distractions. All right, Fulshear goes back to, let's see, I guess it would be the north end of the gym here in Alvin. They won the first game 25-13 and the second one 25-18, and they want to get back on that bus as soon as they can and get ready for the third round. Could be Friendswood waiting. Aguilar to serve for Baytown Sterling, and her first serve is long by about 6 feet. Lauren Whitty comes off and Rachel Nort is on. Bailey Warren will serve for Fulshear. There goes her serve. It was almost long, but Baytown Sterling dug it out. Ty Joseph blocked at the net. Point to the Chargers. Adeleke said, I don't think so, Ty. And it might have been Olivia Drayden, and it might have been a little bit of both. They were right there, shoulder to shoulder at the net. Fulshear leads it 2-0, and now Warren takes something off that one. Ty Joseph going to try and tap it over, but Sydney Black gets it airborne. Look out below. It's a winner for Adeleke of Fulshear. 3-0, they lead it. The ball went over into the stands. Bailey Warren will serve again. Bouncing it hard with two hands and now lets it fly. A lot of heat on that one. Sterling did get it airborne, however. They'll have to bump it over from way back in the backcourt. Now it is James setting it up for Nort. Off fingertips and down. Another point for the Chargers. Big swing by Rachel Nort. She'll be going to Hardin Simmons University in Abilene, and when I went to Abilene Christian University, we called it Hardin Sinners University. Baytown Sterling trying desperately just to get the serve back over. Now James is going to set it up for Nort. Just a little tap. She finds the open spot, and it hits the floor. 5-0, Fulshear on top. Timeout. Baytown Sterling will be back. The Chargers are on fire.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
We're back, and Baytown Sterling has taken a timeout to try and slow down the Fulshear momentum. They're out of the gate with the first 5 points in this third game, which could be the game that completes a sweep. Sydney Black, Alexis James, Rachel Nort, Osola Adeleke, Olivia Drayden out there on the floor, along with Bailey Warren, who's about to serve. She spins it, and will she bring the heat? There it goes, and it is long. An unforced error ends the string of 5 straight points for the Chargers. And back to the baseline goes Brianna Galvan. She serves with her feet on the floor, no spin on it. James is going to set it up for Drayden. She is blocked, but she miraculously gets it back over. Baytown Sterling thinks that she hit the red and white pole. They win the point anyway. A couple of exchanges before they got that little tap down from Barger. They thought that a Fulshear shot had hit the red and white pole. That is part of the net on the far side. But Baytown Sterling got the point anyway. Sydney Black bumps it to James. Now big swing and down for Drayden. 6-2, Fulshear leads it. Barger, with a little bit of frustration, kind of kicks the ball with her heel back towards Sydney Black at the north end to serve. Black takes a deep breath and fires it far sideline. Now it's going to be a big swing by Barger and dug out brilliantly by Black, but she overset it, and then Barger puts it away. 6-3. The Rangers try to creep closer and make a run and capture a game, so this doesn't end up being a 3-game sweep. Swing by Ty Joseph on the serve. James is going to set it up for Nort. Sends it deep, but is dug out by Galvan. Now it is Barger who taps it over. Fulshear attacking again. Bailey Warren from the middle, and it bounces off of Joseph's forearms and goes about 8 rows up into the stands. Ponce off the bench to serve for Fulshear, and Adeleke will go to the bench. It is 7-3, and speaking of 7-3, that sounds like a football score. And there's a football game going on over in Alvin Memorial Stadium right now, and it's just now starting. A spike attempt by Barger, and she fires it wide and long. Another point to the Chargers, and they lead 8-3. Ponce serving, top spin, dug out. Now there's a big swing by Kyra Ashley. She cannot get it down. Nort swings away, and Baytown Sterling returns it. Now Barger taps it over. Great save, Ponce, but she overset it. And now it is Drayden, or Victoria Powell rather, who blocks it down on the Baytown Sterling side. And that is one of those kind of heartbreaking points. Baytown Sterling did so many amazing things during that point, but Victoria Powell just too strong. Ponce will serve with her team up 9-3. There it goes. Bumped up by Sterling. Now a big swing and a long one by Kyra Ashley. She kind of reached back behind her head. She just didn't get the set where she wanted it, or she didn't jump where she should have. It was just a little out of sync. Ponce serves again with her team leading 10-3. Now here is Barger. Big swing. Dug up by Sydney Black. Almost hit the rafters. And now Nort with the back of her hand tries to finesse it over. But now it is Baytown Sterling attacking. Fulshear handles it. Nort swings and gets the winner. Off the fists of Abear and rattling off the front of the stands on the far side. It's 11-3. Arnie Ponce serves again. Came in hot. She's like Ron Guidry, the guy who used to pitch for the Yankees back in the 70s. Louisiana Lightning. And now it's another point for Fulshear as Rachel Nort runs up, and she saw that the ball was being overset by Sterling. She tapped it down. It makes it 12-3, and the Rangers want another timeout. We'll take it with them. This is VypeFortBend.com. Fulshear Chargers going for a sweep, trying to get into the third round of the playoffs.
My husband and I live next door to a haunted graveyard. It's a little creepy, but we manage. Just like we manage without home internet. Do I wish my mobile hotspot was faster? Yes, but I make it work. Kinda. Just like we make it work sleeping next to a 17th century burial ground.
Honey, can you move your hand?
That's not my hand.
It's mine.
Not having home internet? It's not that bad. Grab my hand.
Wait, okay.
No, not up the stairs. We tried that last time. No. You can literally run through him.
It is that bad. Don't settle for just mobile. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $24.99 a month for 2 years with no annual contract and a free streaming box included. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit your local Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 12/21/22.
We are back to live action. Fulshear trying to get yet another point, but this one belongs to Baytown Sterling. Blocked brilliantly at the net by Kyra Ashley. Coming off the bench and serving Kennedy Birdsell. She wipes both hands on soles of her shoes. Sends it deep. Ponce bumps it up as she backtracks. Now a big swing by Bailey Warren, and it gets down. It is dug out by Birdsell, but her dig went on the foul side of the red and white pole on the near side of the net. It's now 13-4, and Fulshear is truly on a roll as Lauren Whitty gets ready to serve. She wears a headband to keep the hair back, fires it, opposite corner, deep to the right. Galvan dug it out. Now Ponce digs one on the Fulshear side. Now big swing Warren, and she gets the winner. Barger was going down to dig it out, but it ended up coming right at the top of her head. And she just put up her forearms in self-defense. It is 14-4, Fulshear on top. Whitty serves again, a lot of air under that one. Birdsell setting it up for Barger, and she fires it long. 15-4, Fulshear on top. 10 points away from securing a sweep and passage into the third round of the playoffs. Lauren Whitty leaps. She fires her serve to the far right corner. Birdsell going to set it up. Big swing and out. Kiera Ashley fired it long, and it's 16-4. Whitty fires yet another serve, and this one is soft. Birdsell is going to set it up. Ponce digs out a spike attempt by Baytown Sterling, and Bailey Warren taps it out with one hand. She was trying to get cute down the near sideline and just tap it over the block, but it went wide. Point to Sterling, and they're trailing 16-5. Their server is Katie Barger. She may be playing her last high school match. Her serve is short, hits the net, and bounces back at her. Point to the Chargers, makes it 17-5, and they serve again with Avery Pruitt, who just came off the bench. And Victoria Powell gets lots of high tens from her teammates. Pruitt tosses it up, serves it deep. Barger bumps it. Birdsell sets it up, and there's a winner by Kiera Ashley. Sterling playing hard to the end, but it may be that the end is coming soon. Carmen Hebert to serve. There it goes, bumped up by Ponce. Now James, now Warren. And it's good. Deep to the baseline. About 8 inches inside the line. And it's an 18-6 lead for Fulshear. Alexis James goes to the baseline to serve. We've seen nothing but right-handed servers in this match, both teams. There goes Alexis's serve into the net. 7th point of this third game for Baytown Sterling, and they'll get the serve back with Ashley Aguilar. She spins it, slaps it a couple of times, now brings it. Nort digs it out. Now it's James setting up Warren. No stopping that. Look out below. Her spike is unstoppable when she gets that kind of elevation. 12-point lead, 19-7 matches the Chargers' biggest lead of the match. Bailey Warren ready to serve. Fires it deep, and 2 hits. The ball kept going farther away from the net after the 2 return attempt hits by Baytown Sterling. So it's 20-7. The lead is 13. Bailey Warren ready. Little drop shot over the net on the serve. And Ty Joseph not giving up. She swings away and gets the winner at the net. Makes it 20-8. Brianna Galvan will serve for Baytown Sterling, is looking to dig deep inside themselves for a mysterious run, but unfortunately for them, Galvan serves it into the net. That makes it 21-8. 4 points away are the Fulshear Chargers from going to the third round of the playoffs. And now we're getting to the point where Baytown Sterling is going to bring off some seniors and let the crowd give them their appreciation. All right, there is Hebert, who sets it up for Barger, sends it over to the Fulshear side. Now it's just going to be a bump over attempt by Adeleke. Now it's back on the Fulshear side. Adeleke setting up James. Back to Adeleke. Big swing. Dug out nicely by Hebert, and Baytown Sterling attacks again. Galvan hits it into the net. 22-8. Fulshear is 3 points away. Sydney Black in the purple libero jersey, ready to fire away. There goes her serve. Bumped up, And now a quick set and a winner by the Rangers as Ashley Aguilar surprised the Fulshear defense. Ty Joseph coming in. And coming out of the game is Joy Gaston, just a sophomore. I think Joy Gaston has a really good future, but she has not been able to play too much in this match for the Sterling Rangers. Now Ty Joseph serves. Fulshear gonna send it back. James now. Drayton, no correction, Adeleke, she is denied at the net. Good job by the Rangers defense. They get it within 22-10. And Joy Gaston comes off the bench again and right back to the baseline where she will serve. She swings away, top spin. Bailey Warren, now James, now Victoria Powell is denied at the net, and it's a violation on the Chargers. And another point to the Rangers. It makes it 22-12. And the Joy Gaston service run continues. The right-hander flies it, hits the top of the net, but it crawls over. Now James is going to set it up for Warren from the middle, and it is good. Or is it? It is. Point to the Chargers. 23-11 they lead it. Ari Ponce to serve a big point. From the middle of the baseline, flies it, sends it deep. Now there's a little bump over by Barger. She didn't get it over her head like she wanted. Now James setting up Nort, and she gets it, pasting it to the line. 24-11. It is match point for the Fulshear Chargers. Ponce to serve, there it goes. Baytown Sterling gets it in the air. Barger gonna swing, punches it over. Now it's on the Fulshear side, and Warren fires it long, and Sterling is still alive. The score is 24-12. Birdsell comes off the bench to serve what she hopes is not the final point of the season. She sends it up. Now it is the setup for Nort. She's blocked at the net. The ball crawls over. Now Fulshear going to try and return it. Now Baytown Sterling tries to surprise the Chargers. Now the big setup for Victoria Powell, whose spike ends it. 25-12. Fulshear looking dominant throughout, gets the straight set win. We'll take a break and see if we can round up a post-match guest here on VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there is one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
My husband and I live next door to a haunted graveyard. It's a little creepy, but we manage. Just like we manage without home internet. Do I wish my mobile hotspot was faster? Yes, but I make it work. Kinda. Just like we make it work sleeping next to a 17th century burial ground.
Honey, can you move your hand?
That's not my hand.
It's mine.
Not having home internet? It's not that bad. Grab my hand.
Wait, okay.
No, not up the stairs. We tried that last time. Run around. You can literally run through him.
It is that bad. Don't settle for just mobile. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $24.99 a month for 2 years with no annual contract and a free streaming box included. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit your local Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. After 24 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 12/21/22.
Hey volleyball fans, the Volleyball School is honored to present this Vype broadcast of this playoff match. Being the best they can be and having fun along the way is how these girls earn the chance to play tonight. And it's what the Volleyball School is all about. 2 locations on West Belfort in Aliana and on Franz Road in Katy. Call 832-736-3191 or click thevolleyballschool.com.
Next Level Urgent Care supports Fort Bend County sports and supports you whenever you're hurting. Next Level is here for the community, open 7 days a week, 9 till 9, for you and your family at more than 30 Greater Houston locations, including Sugarland, Sienna, Greatwood, Longmeadow, and 4 in Katy. From ow to wow, Next Level Urgent Care has you covered. And if you're short on time, Next Level has an app to get you in line right away. Just text NLUC APP to 313131 for Next Level Urgent Care.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
All right, we're back on the impromptu post-match interview show, and we're going to talk with Bailey Warren. This match was kind of no contest, 25-13, 25-18, and 25-12. Could your confidence as a team be any higher, do you think?
I think our confidence is pretty high. I think we've been doing really good. We just need to keep pushing and just stay up there.
Now, is anybody on the Fulshear side thinking the next match is going to be very, very important, and who do you expect to play in the round I can't speak. In round 3?
Who do we expect to play?
Yes.
We expect to play Friendswood, so we have all the pieces. We just keep working, putting them together, pushing. I think that if we just keep working how we've been, then we'll be okay. Just working together as a team and staying high confidence.
Now, as I mentioned, this was really no contest, but I did see there was an impromptu contest after the match to see who could touch the rim. So, who had the highest jump at the 10-foot basketball rim?
Definitely Osola. Yeah, she has hops.
All right. Well, we've known glorious times for Fulshear volleyball, and it's been that way for several seasons. This is the greatest season ever for Fulshear football.
Oh, yes.
Is there any kind of a friendly competition? Do you talk to each other in an encouraging way? Do you say we're doing better than you and try and make it positive peer pressure? How does that go?
Between us and football?
Yeah.
I think it's like not like a mutual agreement I think we not push each other, but I think we both know like, hey, like let's be better than them. Let's push each other in a way, just like mutually.
I was looking around last night. We broadcasted the football game, and I didn't know if any volleyball girls would be at the game, or would they just be in, resting, getting ready for tonight? Did any of you attend the football game?
I know a good amount of our team did. I didn't. I went to watch another playoff game last night, but yeah, I know they did really well.
The one that you watched, it wasn't Friendswood, was it?
No, sir, no. It was Woodlands and Cy Ranch.
Okay,
yes.
Well, I hope that you and Woodlands are both in Garland, because you're in different classes.
Yes,
Of
yes.
course, I hope Ridge Point's there too.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say to our listeners before we let you go?
Just keep watching. I thank you for watching, I guess. I don't
And
know.
in our case, keep listening.
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right, that's Bailey Warren. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Always fun to talk to the Fulshear players after another playoff victory. And it's time to say goodbye. And this one, again, our final score. Fulshear defeats Baytown Sterling 25-13, 25-18, and 25-12. Roger Smith and Nate Nunez saying so long from Alvin. And we will talk to you again tomorrow morning, 10:40 a.m. That's kind of redundant, morning and a.m. Anyway, 10:40 a.m. tomorrow as we bring you the football game between Fort Bend Elkins and the George Ranch Longhorns. And then more volleyball on Tuesday night. We'll have Ridge Point taking on Tompkins. By the way, before I say goodbye, I see that Nick Caduti, the head coach of the Charger football team, is out there talking with his fellow great coach, Sidney Zimmerman. Okay, that's it. We're going to head on back north up Highway 6 and hopefully get to bed early. Roger Smith saying goodbye on VypeFortBend.com, and God bless.